Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Tim's and Stilettos. I'm your girl, Davina,
And I'm Omar.
and here we are. Well, actually, we're in a new space,
That's
so it's
right.
not here
That's
we
right.
are again.
First studio session. How it feels to be in here? How you
Woo-hoo.
feeling right now?
I feel great.
Oh man, this is gonna be a great episode. So
Yes, it is.
let's dig right into this.
Okay, let's
So
go.
we've been having some real nice topics. So we're gonna go into this. We're gonna go right into sex drives between men and women.
Okay.
So we know women have the long sex drives later on in their uh, adult age. But men pretty much start to go down after
Y'all
a certain
tap out?
age. No, first of all, we ain't tapping out. All right, that's one thing we're not gonna do. Okay,
Y'all tap, tap,
fellas,
tap.
let the ladies know we ain't tapping out.
Y'all tapping
You
out.
know what I mean? Y'all don't want tapping us because you tapping out to slow
How?
down.
Wait, whoa.
So I'm just putting it out
Sir,
there.
we are not tapping out. After one round, y'all done.
No, that's not necessarily true. I mean, we may need a little stimulation to get back up again, but
What,
I
a
mean,
good night's sleep?
but guess what? You know what? We got Viagra. We got Cialis. We got all that. We got all that stuff now. You ain't got to worry about it. We just go right in the bathroom, pop one, come right back, ready to go.
No,
Warrant to
that's
go.
incorrect. I don't believe that. Sorry.
I don't believe it either, but it sounded good.
So why do you think a man's sex drive goes down?
I guess it has to do with testosterone because as we get older, we lose a lot of testosterone, and also depends on what you eat and your body habits and things like that. Because it's been proven if you eat a lot of things like tofu and soy, it makes your testosterone go down. So you kind of lose interest in.
Or you banging Keisha, Kim, Karen, Chandra,
Tata
Lisa,
Delicious.
Tata Delicious.
Don't forget we got a
and
couple of Karens in there. Don't forget.
yeah, so y'all
Wait, don't forget Jennifer from the block, and we got a
Jenny from
Sudan
the
up there just in case she may be from Africa somewhere.
So it's basically, do you feel like you're just running out of steam?
I don't think so. I just think it's a mind thing. In all actuality, sex is just a mind thing. I mean, a lot of men are into it to where they can just will themselves to just continue to go and not stop or whatever because
They
that's
can will
yeah
themselves?
they can will themselves to make sure they just continue to stay on, just keep going
How do you will yourself
because
to
your
keep
mind
going?
is just focused on what you're doing and you're just not thinking about nothing else. Some men think about things like, oh, is this too long? Am I going? Some people have a lot of thoughts in their head when they're having sex. Like, all right, should I try another position now, or is she liking it like this? Especially if you got a woman that's not really vocal and telling you what you're doing,
Then you need
so
to
you
find
can
somebody else.
you can get into your head and start to think of whether or not what you're doing is the appropriate thing. So
But okay. All right. I'm gonna leave that one alone
it
for
sounded
the
like you was about
moment.
to say something.
I was, but I just want to. So I pulled up on WebMD.
Mm-hmm.
Since most of our listeners are 30 to early 40s,
Mm-hmm.
for women, it says this time of life may be when your sex drive is strongest.
And what age? What age was
This
that?
is 30s to early 40s.
Okay.
So I guess I need to find a mate so that I
I
can.
mean, honestly, I think you're there because the way you've been shouting, drop them jewels. You already. I'm just
I
saying.
think so. But it says one study showed that women between 27 and 45, that's a big age
It is.
gap,
It is.
had more frequent and more intense sexual fantasies than younger or older women. They also have more sex. Well, I don't know about that. And were more likely to have it sooner in a relationship. So, does that go into having sex on the first date? Or, I wonder because,
I mean, if y'all haven't listened to it, y'all can also go stream Sex on the First Date as well.
or bad
That's
sex,
all bad sex, and you
which
can
is
listen
still
to
our
those.
number one show.
That's right. That was the number one listened show.
It is. It still is.
It still is.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I just think that for women, it's much more different because a lot of women don't give themselves to just anybody.
That's true.
So you have to fight them sexual urges because you're not just going to let anybody slide up in you. You know what I mean? Like, so for you, if you're a person who don't just have casual sex and look for the relationship before you get into sex,
Right.
then that sexual peak is probably stronger because you're not getting it often. You get what I'm saying? Because you're not in a
Right.
relationship. Like if you've been in a relationship for 10 years, and we talked about this, and women takes like 10 years in a relationship, you take like 4 years before you get back into another one because it takes y'all some time to
Correct.
heal.
Correct.
So you've been celibate for 4 years. You've been buying toys. You've been going to listening to different types of videos and things, helping yourself get right.
Okay.
You know, just staying in shape. You know, doing your Kegels and all that other stuff.
Well, you should be doing that daily, anyways. But
But
that's another topic.
okay, but still, like you're not really with a man, so that touch, that feel is different.
Right.
So when you do get one, it's like I want it all the time. Like give me it. Drop the drawers, nigga. Don't hold back.
If it's good.
I mean, what if he's Richard Lawson? Like you gotta go to counseling. That's your boo, Richard Lawson. Don't, you just said you would make it work with Richard Lawson. In the
I
last
would make it work with Richard Lawson, but at what point do you be like, okay, school is over, class is over. If you haven't retained something by now, you got to go.
All right, you know, Richard Lawson. We went through Richard Lawson's spill already. How
We did.
He's, you know, he works a lot.
We
and,
did.
You know, he worried about his future before his needs. You know,
Okay.
but
Well,
one
wanting
day,
me in your future is a part of them needs too. So you need to.
okay. So
Fixable.
going into that, then. So what do you think about women who have the high sex drive and they get with a guy who doesn't really have a high sex drive? Is that something that's going to make the relationship last, or you think it's going to be something that won't last for them?
I think it'll be problematic.
You think so?
I think so. I think that'll be problematic because it's like we're not on the same wavelength.
Right.
And if I want it and you don't, one of three things is going to happen.
And all right, let's shoot them out. Rule
Cheating.
number one. Oh, wait, so then I'm surprised you said cheating as the first thing. From a woman's
we
perspective.
didn't say we didn't go in order. You just said shoot them out.
Okay, so cheating.
Cheating, toys.
But, all right, so what if he plays with the toys with you during sex? Like, he's involved in that. Like, he likes to please you. Because he knows you like the toys, so he plays with it.
No, but it's not that I like the toys. I'm using the toys because you're not giving me what I want.
Oh, so you don't want the toys at all if you got
If I got a man, why do I need a toy?
It's just fun in the bedroom.
Okay, but not all the time because that becomes boring.
I mean, you got to spice it up. You got to put some whipped cream on the toy.
And then we going back to the hygiene episode when, no.
I would say as long as you wash the toy, let it soak in some vinegar, you'll be okay.
You are a sick, sick man. You know that? You are a sick, sick
All right.
man.
I don't know what women do with their toys. I'm just guessing here. I don't know.
And, well, we need... Okay, never mind.
You
And
need-
the
who we need?
third one, we need Badass Jones for that conversation. We need experts
I know.
who can educate us. And the third one is you break up. I think those are the three things that would happen if sex drives don't match.
But you know what? I'm surprised that I didn't hear you say them three things.
Mm-hmm.
Communication. Because without communication, talking about it, then how he know he's bad?
Because you've already talked about it, because at some point you've had the conversation saying, my sex drive is not where yours is.
Mm-hmm.
If you come in the house or you're coming over, because maybe we don't live together yet, you're coming over, and as soon as you walk in the door, I'm like, DDD.
Drop the drawers.
And you like,
That's
ugh,
it.
again? What you mean again?
I mean, all right, listen. Some men are nymphos. I mean, they can go anytime you want. Some men will go whenever you want.
Mm-hmm.
And some men, when they reach a point in life, it's like sex isn't everything for them. It's more about just building and the relationship aspect of it. And not saying sex is not important, but it's not the number one thing on their mind. The number one thing on their mind is making sure that the relationship is good and healthy and making sure that we're both happy. So
Okay.
the sex might not be bad, but it's not the most important thing on his mind.
But sex is important in a relationship. Do you agree with
And
that?
what percentage of importance do you think it is?
It depends on how good it is, to be honest. To be completely honest with you,
Mm-hmm.
it depends on how good it is. If I got a Richard Lawson where I need to teach you, I might not want it
As
as
much.
often as someone who can, as you said, I think it was last week with the Timberlands.
Oh, that's
You
right.
know,
gotta
the grip.
That's right. You got to put them Timbs on,
So
get that grip.
if it's if it's something like that,
Mhm.
that's gonna be different.
Listen, ain't nothing like a Timberland grip. I'm telling you, that Timberland grip, especially from the back, you can't go wrong because you be
Okay.
sliding with your
Um,
socks on. You can't be sliding with
Why
socks
do you
on.
have socks on?
I'm just saying. You gotta have your crew socks.
So you, well, at least it's not the church socks, like
No, no,
the
no,
old
no, no,
people.
no church socks. But do you know that men think about sex more than women do on a daily basis?
I would believe that
And it doesn't start till they get over their 60s.
that men stop thinking about sex as
That like
often.
men will probably stop thinking about sex as much as they get over 60.
So you got about 20 more years to think about sex every day, all day,
Yeah,
twice on
I
Sundays.
got 20 years.
Well,
I mean,
actually, you have
19.
19.
You just had to correct the
I'm
number.
just saying,
correct.
you like to throw my age out there.
I ain't
So
saying
had
nothing
to,
about your 18
today.
years. I ain't saying about your 18 years you got.
Well, first of all, I'm not a man, homie. So
All right, so I got to get the numbers on what age do women stop thinking
okay,
about
well, while
sex
you
that
do
much.
that, I brought up testosterone.
Right.
And WebMD, it says men. It's not just testosterone.
Okay.
You need some testosterone to get aroused, but it's not clear how much.
All
It
right.
may vary from person to person.
Mhm.
And though it's true your levels decline with age, scientists don't know exactly how this affects sex drive. Some men with low testosterone show normal sex drive, while others with high levels have sexual problems. Other medical issues, physical fitness, and mental health can be more important factors. So if your mental isn't right, you might not be able
To perform as well, or get in the mood as much.
I like big guys.
Mm-hmm.
And I know with liking big men, sometimes their health, they could be mentally aroused,
Mhm.
but it doesn't reach where it needs to.
Got you.
So yes, I do agree there are a lot of factors, and it is a case by case situation.
Mm-hmm.
But you got the Cialis, you got the Viagra, you got.
I just don't
Let's
think.
go to a therapist.
I don't think you need that. I just think that if you get in a clear mental space, you'll be fine. As long as the person that you're doing it with isn't making you feel bad about what's your body is going through and
Mhm.
have you second guessing yourself, I think you'll be fine. But if you have a partner that's gonna question like, damn, why you like get them up already, man? Like, come on, like,
I've never had that problem.
you know what I mean? Like,
I used to think it was me.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of it being him, like, okay, are you not attracted to me?
Right.
Is it something I'm not doing or I'm doing wrong that is causing this to happen? And
That's
goes
because you're a
back to-
woman with empathy. A lot of women don't have empathy. They be like, let me call my next nigga because you acting up.
not the next man.
Hey, I think almost every woman has a what you call a
Backup,
dick on standby.
break in case of
Uh-huh,
emergency.
Because we all know that women also have the next guy ready before they get out their old relationship. They've been priming.
I'm not gonna say
They've been priming
okay,
him for some
I don't
time,
agree with
and
that.
just he's been the work husband for about 3 years, and
No, I don't
He's
agree with
waiting
that.
for his shot.
I agree that we have someone that would easily slide into that place
Mhm.
if given the opportunity. I don't think we have someone like, okay, I broke up with Richard on Tuesday.
Mhm.
On Wednesday, are you ready to be my man? And they say yes.
It's never that fast, but you do know somebody who can take his place if needed be.
I mean, if that's the case, why am I single?
You're a different breed. You're a unicorn. That's what it is.
No, because I know other women like myself
Mm-hmm.
who they don't just
Right.
break the glass and be like, okay, come on. No.
Well, I mean,
That's a
nowadays
headache.
women will have men in rotation. Like they don't catch feelings. Like they got a Monday dude, they got a Tuesday. That's the dude that eat it from the back, no ask no questions.
Oh my goodness.
They got the Wednesday dude. That's the one with the Timbs and the tight grip. He ain't going nowhere. He gives it to her.
Wednesday is wind down Wednesday. He gonna get her drunk first.
And then some women have a roster.
Have you ever been in a rotation?
I know somebody asked to put me in a rotation before.
Are you serious?
Yeah, somebody asked me.
They asked your
Yeah,
permission?
yeah. They was like, "Yo, listen, I got a man, but I want you to be my Thursdays, like when I'm free." I was like, "Yeah, Thursdays." I'm like, "I'm a 7 day a week, nigga. I don't do one day."
Oh my God. Somebody asked you that?
Yeah, she was married, having issues.
You had an affair?
No, I never. I ain't gonna say never because I'm about to lie on myself. But I did sleep with a married woman before. But we're not talking about me. We're talking about sex drives.
I don't
And
know. I'm so shocked.
I mean, I was just broken up from my daughter mom's of 16 years, and
So you slept with a married woman?
I was in my phase where I don't give a fuck. It wasn't mine. But we live and we learn. We get older, we grow, we do some things that we ain't proud of, and that's why I said I would never do that again because I wouldn't want that tie to happen to me. Because karma is a mother, always comes back.
Absolutely.
So it was a one off. So it was
So you only did it one time?
yeah, it was just one time.
Okay. I mean, you got to deal with Peter at them pearly gates for that one, but wow.
That's my man. I'm gonna talk to him. But it says men do seek more avidly than women. Men look for sex more than women does.
Of course you do.
I mean, cause we're kind of horn dogs sometimes. Sometimes we can't.
Sometimes?
Sometimes we think with our man instead of our mind.
All the time.
Come on, give us some credit.
All the time.
I would say about
99.9% of the
no,
time.
that's a little bit too extreme. I would say
90.
Just give us a 70-30 split.
Lies. I can't give you that.
About 30%.
No. I'll give you 15. 85.
This is a
85%.
tough crowd. This is a tough crowd here.
Because it's the truth.
I don't believe that. I don't think that every guy thinks with their dick.
Listen, me being a single woman, when men, if I give a man my number and they call, one of the first questions is who you live with.
Really?
Yeah.
I think we should talk about that on live on Monday.
Okay.
Because it's weird because you know what's the first question I hear when a woman I talk to a woman, they ask me, "What do I do for a living?" Like,
and so a woman wants to know what you do, and a man wants to know who I live with. If I have roommates,
I've never been the type to ask a woman who she live with.
I think that's creepy because number one, as a single woman living by herself in New York City,
exactly.
What you want to find out where I live and come try to break in my house?
I mean, listen, people are relentless. They'll find your information. They do like the women do when they looking for that.
Y'all do not do it as well as we do.
Well, traffickers do.
Well, that's true.
Not to be funny, but
that's
traffickers do. They find those single women that live by themselves, and they know exactly where they're at.
And that's why when I talk to a man, I make sure they know, oh, I have cameras all up and through my apartment, which I really do have I have motion cameras. So you come in my house, whether I'm home or not, my phone will beep and let me know that Sasha sets it off sometimes, and I'll be like, at work, like, Lord, somebody in my house.
Sasha running around the house chasing.
Acting crazy.
Chasing anybody, just chasing ghosts.
Yeah. Yeah. But, yeah, they ask that, and I think they ask that because the second question, if I do be like, oh, I live by myself, oh, when can I come over?
That's
never.
Why is that always a follow-up question? I mean, a follow-up statement. It's just like when women find out you live by yourself, they're just like, so when you cooking me, like, for instance, when you gonna cook for me? I don't know.
That's their way of getting over to your house, but at the same time, I think that's corny.
They just trying to taste my
They're
egg
trying
roll.
to get you to drop them drawers. That's what they want, the sausage.
All right, so listen, reading this, it says men want sex more often than women at the start of a relationship.
At the start.
At the start.
Because it's new. It's new vagina.
I don't think that it's just new vagina. I just think that when you're in the honeymoon stage, it's just fresh. You just always want it. I want to be around each other so much. And then once y'all around each other all the time, y'all start to get tired of each other a little bit. And it's like, she's...
So the newness wears off and then you go look for something new?
I never said,
no, I'm asking.
No, that's not the case at all. But you have to give each other time to miss each other. Because that's what keeps things together. If you always around somebody 24/7,
But if you're legally married, you're around that person all the time.
just because you're legally married doesn't mean you can't miss somebody.
So what's the difference?
It's a difference.
Because if you're my boyfriend, eventually you gonna take your behind home to your home where
Of-
you pay your
of
bills.
course. I ain't paying bills over there for no reason. I'm going to enjoy my house. Shit, I ain't staying over there for more than 2 days. I do a weekend, and then I'm going back home. Then you can come.
Really? Just a weekend?
Yeah. Then you can come have there 2 days, and then you can go back home.
So Monday through Friday, y'all would be in separate homes?
No, we can split whatever days. We can have Tuesday could be date night, or Wednesday could be date night, or movie night. However we do it in our relationship. It could
But
be
then
game
you're
night.
going home to your house. You're not staying the night at your girlfriend's house?
It depends. Depends on what I have to do the next day in the morning.
Go to work.
But it depends. Like if I have a meeting, if I have like I'm going out with the fellas after work, then I have to go and get my bag and all that stuff. It's just a lot to do.
Oh,
So
my goodness.
you got to plan yourself accordingly.
Okay. If you say so.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
You need time from each other to miss each other, and just being at work away from each other 8 hours a day, it's a start. But 9 times out of 10, y'all gonna speak to each other by either a phone call or
a
text.
text.
Hey,
Yeah.
you ate lunch yet? Make sure you go eat, 'cause I know you be in the office always working past your lunch and don't eat.
Unless you like me and you got a crock pot at work.
So what, you make your damn short ribs at work. I don't care. I don't eat red meat.
My short rib, that cracked chicken be good though.
All right. So it also says that that in the beginning and in the middle and after many years of it, it's just that's how the stages go. Men initiate and crave sex more
In the beginning.
in the beginning.
Okay.
It also says that men want to have more sexual partners in their lifetime. Like they don't. I guess they just want to have more than just a regular amount. They want to have.
Well, what's the regular amount?
I don't know. What would you put a cap on what was all right? Suppose you date a dude, right? What would if you like yo?
If he was a Wilt
What's
Chamberlain,
your
no,
body
we can't,
count? What's
we
your
can't.
body count?
Well, number one, I try not to ask, but number two, if it's like a Wilt Chamberlain, wasn't that his name? The answer is no.
All right, so I just want to put this out there for ladies who always say, "Oh, I only had like 4." We multiply that by 6 all the time.
Wait, why so high? That is by 6.
Nah, we multiply by 3 because y'all bullshit. Y'all ain't gonna tell us the real number.
Why not?
Because y'all always want to be pure and wholesome, and y'all want to keep it that way. Y'all don't want to have that.
But if I'm a sexual being,
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Then it's nothing wrong with that.
If the person you're dating knows you're a sexual being, then honestly, he's not going to care how many people you've been with in the beginning because
that was going to be my
he
next question.
knows.
Why do you care?
Because honestly, I don't care who you've been with before me. I mean,
Unless it's one of your homeboys.
unless it's one of my homeboys, and then I can't mess with you.
Right,
It's over.
right.
Chopping it.
Right.
I'm picking up my drawers after I drop them.
Would you stop mid-stroke? And
Yep.
she's like, by the way.
If she says that mid-stroke, I might hit in the back of the head with my Tim.
Oh my God.
For being disrespectful.
Okay. Yeah, numbers, unless it's like a high number, because I automatically think most men are thotting and bopping.
We all have our
Anyways.
phases. We all have our phases.
Right.
It depends. A lot of men have their phase if they've been in a relationship for more than 10 years and they just become single. They probably stay away from
But
females for a
let's
year.
be for real.
Mhm.
Let's be for real.
Mhm.
How many men are in a relationship for 10 plus years?
A lot of men do it. You'd be surprised. A lot of men been in long relationships. It's just the
They still thotting and bopping when
while
they get
in the
away from
relation-
that.
while
Yeah.
in the relationship. Yeah, some men still thought about while they're in the relationship, but you also got to look at the women too. The women allow it. So you
no,
can't
I'm not
just
doing that.
you can't just say the men thigh and bop because some women allow a man to do that.
Well, congratulations to the people who have open relationships. Davina is not her. She is not I, and I am not she. No.
You would never do an open relationship.
Hell no. Hell no.
What if it was another woman coming into a relationship?
I don't give a damn what it is. The answer is no.
Mm.
What am I doing with another woman anyway?
I was just saying, well, maybe it was another guy coming in.
No, I'm good.
No poly life for you.
0.
Not even on his birthday.
I've never had a threesome, and I never will have a threesome. I've never, ever, 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 ever had one with two guys or another female. I've never had a threesome of any sort.
Never say never.
Never.
I'm just saying, never say never, because you can meet the right guy
And the answer is still no.
he can drop the drawers like no other, and
The answer is still no.
because you know so how they say sometimes dick be persuasive.
Well, it ain't that damn persuasive. Not over here. No. I'm not doing it.
It's a tough crowd.
It's not a tough crowd. I know me.
Okay.
So we're not doing that.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
So
Have you ever done a threesome?
we're not talking about me.
But I'm asking you a question.
I am not on a hot seat. This is
You are.
This is not
I have
the hot
put
seat.
you on the hot seat.
This is not the
Have
hot
you ever
seat.
done a
This
threesome?
is not the hot seat.
Sir.
We're talking about
Sir.
sex drives,
Sir,
ma'am.
sir.
Ma'am.
Okay, let's keep it on sex drives.
Okay.
Has your sex drive ever been so high that you required another woman besides the one woman that you were consistently sleeping with?
I don't never require anything. All I require is to be happy and be pleased.
Okay, so were you pleased by two women at one time?
I don't know where this question is going to. I'm trying to understand the form of the question.
You are a very smart man, a very intelligent man. You know exactly what I'm asking you.
I plead the fifth on the grounds that this may incriminate me.
Why is it going to incriminate you? You're single. To have a threesome, it had to be two consenting adults.
Yes, I did have a threesome.
Just one?
No.
Okay, let me rephrase the question. Have you had multiple threesomes with multiple women, or was it the same women in the threesomes?
How did this get turned
I
on
don't
me?
know, because you asked me, so now I'm asking you.
I have.
Multiple?
I answered your question.
So now I'm asking you a follow-up question.
Follow-up questions.
Multiple women?
There's another person in the studio who has a question. Next question. Please.
Lies. There's nobody else in here. Literally, there's nobody else in here.
So,
Inquiring minds want to know.
I just think that men's sex
Are you
drives are
ignoring me?
very,
Are you
very,
ignoring me?
very, very adjustable according to the woman that he's with.
Okay, so you had to adjust several times to several women to please multiple women at one time.
You know, it's not really hard to please women. Women are very easy to please. If you pay attention to them and understand how their body is, you can please a woman before you even touch her.
That's true.
Before you even inside
So
her.
were you able to touch two women at one time without touching
all
their
I'm gonna say is
bodies?
spirit fingers. How's that? That's an answer to your question.
That said more than what I needed it to say in this session.
All right, now back to the topic at hand, because that was way off topic. They might bring that back up on a live on Monday. Somebody's gonna bring it up, I bet you.
Okay, and I can almost guess who.
Who you think is gonna bring it up?
Erica.
Yeah, I think Erica might definitely bring it up. Erica is a very free spirited person, and
Yes.
she definitely has questions.
And she's
not
very
afraid-
vocal.
she's not
Shout out
afraid
to
to
Erica.
ask.
Hey girl, hey.
She's not afraid to ask her questions at all.
Yes.
That
Sex drive.
Sex drive. I just think that as men, we do kind of maybe finish the gate a little bit faster than some women would like us to. But I think if you're really into that woman, then you have no problem with getting back up and do it again. Sometimes it all depends too on the day the man has. If a man was just coming from work and he might be a little tired, it may take him a little bit of time to get back up to do it again because he had a long day. But if he was off all day and wasn't doing nothing, then he should be really ready to go at least 3 times to 4 times in one night.
How many?
3 to 4. Maybe more than that. It depends.
How long are these
It depends on
love making or sex making sessions?
It depends. What they say, average man sex lasts 23 minutes.
Is that really a stat?
Google it.
23 minutes. So 23
Depending on the woman's vagina.
What do you mean depending on her vagina?
Wetness, tightness. Certain feels give you certain feels and may make you pop a little bit early. just unexpected. Whoa, hold on, slippery when wet. Huh, okay.
Oh my God. Okay. Okay.
You started this.
No, you started this.
You started this.
All right. So, real quick,
Mm-hmm.
as a man,
Okay.
if you're with a woman,
Mhm.
y'all are chilling.
Mm-hmm.
She's in the mood and you're not. How do you handle that?
You get in the mood, especially if that's your woman. It doesn't matter if you're not in the mood. You please her whenever she wants it. And the same way as, I mean, I know there's a lot of stories that go around. Well, if a man isn't in the mood, or a woman still supposed to just please him, or she's just supposed to just lay there and let him do his thing. I mean, if you don't want to give me nothing, you just lay there and do your thing. Oh, I'm gonna be pissed, and I'm gonna let you know about yourself.
You're gonna be mad?
Yeah, I'm gonna let you know about yourself. Oh, so just because you don't want to give me nothing, you gonna lay here like a statue?
No, I'm not saying lay like a statue, but I might not be as into it.
Get into it. You should.
But if it's good,
I-
your body is gonna react in the way that.
That's my point. It doesn't matter if you're in the mood or not. If you enjoy your man and you enjoy how he caters to you and does sex with you, then when you start, she's going to get aroused to get in the
Exactly.
mood automatically. The same way for a woman. If her man is not in the mood, if she knows what he likes and she does it, then he's going to get in the mood.
Right.
So
Right.
all that, I'm not in the mood, I don't want to do it. I just think that just people's excuses of just probably from having sex with somebody else and they don't want to do it.
So they cheated maybe earlier
Mhm.
that day.
Maybe. You know how some people like.
But I will say sometimes it is a job. Like your job is more rigorous than mine because you're on your feet. I sit at a desk all day
Right.
punching numbers. So if I'm dating a construction worker, they might have been on a crane
Mm-hmm.
30 feet in the air and might be lightheaded or woozy or something. So they might not be in the mood as much as
Give him a massage. Give him a massage and start
I
kiss,
absolutely would.
kissing. Start kissing on him.
Rubbing
he'll
on his back
that's
and
it.
stuff.
He'll
Ooh.
get there. He'll get there. He'll get there. Trust me.
Okay.
Especially because if he's attracted by you, once he sees you and once he sees you in your nakedness, like that's going to be a turn on automatically himself.
Okay.
Like the only way you won't get turned on is if you kind of like not attracted to her, but you just like with her because you know she's a good person and you just like the things she do or things like that.
Let's talk about it. So, real quick,
Excuse me.
just you
Mhm.
brought it up. So, you have to come over and watch Married at First Sight this season.
Oh, I hate
So,
them reality
but listen,
shows.
listen, Linda, listen. There is a man who got married to a woman. He
Just broke up from his fiance.
Right.
Remember we was watching it.
right. But we've gotten to the part where they've been intimate. The night of their wedding, they were
they
intimate.
consummated the
Correct.
marriage.
The next day, he told her, I am not physically attracted to you.
What?
He did. So how do you explain that? How is a man telling a woman, I'm
That he
physically not
that he
attracted to you,
Literally just married.
that he married, but he was attracted enough to her vagine to enter it.
I think that man right there is a little confused. He has a lot
He's a
going.
clown.
He has a. I think everybody calls him a clown, but I think he has a lot going on. I don't think he's fully over his ex. I think he.
Well,
moved.
she's pregnant, so they'll be together forever now.
Yeah, I saw that preview of that he had to tell her that she called him and told him that he was going to be a father. I saw the little, you know how they make it dramatic. They was like, you have to tell her. He was like, I don't want to tell her. No, how you not going to
You
tell her?
should
That's
watch
your
it.
wife. And I'm
If
like,
for no other
see,
couple but for that couple.
But that's the reason why I don't want to like it for shit like that. Like, be a man.
I agree.
Like, don't draw the shit out.
I agree.
Like, be a man. You went on the show couple of months, not even a couple of months, maybe a month and a half after you break up from your fiance.
3 months.
And then not even after the 3 months, I think he was still sexing her
He
after
was
the 3
because
months.
she's 6 weeks pregnant.
So he probably had sex with her right before he went to get on the show.
He did.
It was a parting gift. She gave him some before he left.
Well, that is a forever gift, the gift that keeps on giving.
Lord have mercy.
But how do you explain that as a man?
I was gonna
that-
say something.
How do you explain that as a man to say, I am physically not attracted to this woman, but my peen can get hard to have sex with her?
Because that's just a man who just want to just I don't know, he thinks with his dick, I guess. I honestly can't say because I don't know what he went through his head. I can just honestly say that he probably just talking to be talking.
No, he's not attracted to this woman.
No, because in the part that I seen and they was talking, he was like, I am attracted to you.
Because he still want to get some ass.
Listen, you married to her. That shit is going to be there regardless. I'm just saying, once you get married, I think that's one of the things that's non-negotiable. Married, give me sex. Married, feed me. Married, take care of my mental health. I take care of your mental health. I feed you.
Feed you? You mean cook?
Yeah.
That's a requirement?
Oh, okay. Cardi B, you don't cook, you don't clean?
I'm not saying I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, what if he's the cooker? What if he's the cooker? What if he's the cook?
Just because he cooks good doesn't mean he wants to be the cook.
But that could be the role that... No?
Try again.
I dated somebody who enjoyed cooking.
I mean,
and
don't get me wrong.
enjoyed cooking for me.
I mean, listen, men enjoy cooking. I mean, we enjoy doing it. We enjoy making sure the bellies is full. We definitely do, but I don't think that that's something, a role that we want to take all the time. It also depends on the career he has. I mean, I don't mind, like, for instance, for me, I like to cook. I can cook pretty good. I'm not that bad of a cook.
I know. I see your videos.
But,
and get mad.
But...
And DM you and let you know that I'm mad that you didn't bring me any of that food.
Do you know how many people DM me like, can you please stop posting your food if you're not sharing the shit?
I'm just saying, like...
I'm like, why y'all mad at me? I was just sharing what I have for lunch.
Because prior to today, you were coming to my house once a week so we could record, and you could have brought me food. Not saying that you didn't. Ladies and gentlemen, he did bring me food, but it was from work, not from your stove.
But I made it at work. Whatever. Same thing, just not my house. Whatever. But, like I said, a man, he doesn't really want to take that responsibility on. He really wants his wife to be the one to cook. But he will help out when necessary and to do the job. But most men would rather have their woman cook. Some men will do most of the cooking if the woman can't cook. Because there are some men that marry women that can't cook, and he cooks, so he doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So she does everything else. She cleans, she does food shopping, but she just can't cook.
Okay.
But if you can't cook, how can you go food shopping? Like, I don't understand. That don't
you
go
could
together.
Give me the list and tell me what needs to be purchased.
Like, that don't go. If you can't cook, how you know what to get for the food for the house?
I don't know. I enjoy cooking. I enjoy food shopping. So
yeah,
it goes hand in hand for me. Weird. Food shopping is my thing. Like, I love going to the grocery store. And I know people who don't, so it's just
my mama told me, I like the grocery store too. It's fun times. Just have a list. I don't like going through every aisle just to check and see what they got.
Oh, I go through every aisle.
Oh my Lord, that you are the one that makes a 20-minute supermarket run an hour.
Because I could be walking down the aisle,
Lord Jesus,
and be like, "Oh yeah, I forgot I needed that to cook this particular meal."
But that's what you make a list for.
No, I'm not doing that. I don't make lists.
You freestyle?
I freestyle. I know I need chicken. I know half the time I'm gonna buy a piece of steak because I'm gonna get a craving for a steak. I go to the Asian supermarket to get my flat wings because I only eat the flat wing. I am that girl who only eats the flat wings. Yeah, but whatever.
Okay. Did you know that women are more likely to fall in love with the same sex than men?
Who and what now?
Women are more likely to fall in love with the same sex than men because of their sex drives.
The same sex to become a lesbian? I mean, shout out to the LBG, the alphabets. No disrespect, but really? So because of my sex drive, I'm more likely to fall in love with a woman?
They don't have to necessarily do it, but they're more likely to. Yeah. That's what study shows.
So I guess I'm another weird one because I've never experienced another woman?
I mean, There's a lot of women out there who hasn't experienced another woman.
Okay.
You're not the only one.
As long as
But
I'm
there's
not
a lot of
alone.
women out there who has thought about it,
Oh.
or who has looked at a woman and was like, damn, her body look good.
I've said that, but that doesn't mean I want to bang her.
You thought about her dropping her drawers.
No, never. When I lived in Atlanta, I had a woman who was
Oh, tell this story.
her name is Francine. No last names given.
Francine, the ATL, I'm going to find you.
Francine, she was butch at the time. I can't say what she is now. We worked together.
Okay.
And Francine wanted me so bad. It was scary. She broke up with her girlfriend. She had a girlfriend when I first started working there. And then she had bought a house. So me, another girlfriend that we worked
You
with,
told me this story before.
we all went there. And then when it was time to go, she told the person I rode with, nah, I'll take her home, trying to get me to like spend the night at her house. And she only had one bed, talking about, yeah, you could sleep here with me. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No.
To be honest, she wanted you to drop them drawers.
She did. She really did. And then she got mad. Oh, I wish I could I could call him. But I had a friend named Stan who worked at the place too. And she ended up not liking Stan because she thought me and Stan were dating. And it's like, bruh, I can be friends with whomever I want to be friends with.
It's not easy dating the same sex. They're kind of controlling as well.
Well, I heard that they move in together very quickly.
I don't know.
And okay.
I don't know, but there's nothing wrong with same-sex marriages. There's nothing wrong with dating the same sex. If it's something that you enjoy, it makes it happy, then you go for it. You do whatever makes you happy, and you live the life that you live that you're supposed to live. Don't let nobody tell you how you're supposed to live your life, because we all live life every day wondering how to live it, because there's no rule book to how to live life. We just make sure we stay good people, be honest, and treat other people with compassion and some empathy, and just continue to be.
That's right.
Make the world evolve to make a better place. But let's get into the last ending of sex drives, and what are your takeaways? What are your pluses? What is it that you will and will not deal with about a man's sex drive?
Him not having one.
Him not having one at all.
Him not having one.
Okay. What's not having one? Like
him just not being like, I have to work extra hard constantly to get you in the mood.
Okay.
That's no fun for me.
What if he just come in the door like, let's go right now?
Let's go. Let's go.
Drop the drawers, nigga. Let's go. You
Let's
ain't
go.
saying nothing but a word. That's your type of time you on. You on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
If that's my man, why not?
No, listen, I hear you.
Something else that I'm not going for is dead weight.
Oh, dead weight. Like people from the past live weight?
No, I mean like you get on top of me and you just want me to do all of the work.
So wait, how are you gonna do the work from on top?
Because like,
you know what? Don't even answer it. I don't even want to know.
So like,
I don't even want the picture. You could just go to the next part of it.
Okay. It can happen. It can happen.
Okay.
And what about you? What's your hard nose?
Hard nose. Not active in the bedroom. Just I hate an over actor as well. Don't be a porn star on my watch. Don't, please.
But what if that's how they are naturally?
I think that's naturally fucked up, because that shit right there is extra. I just feel like it's extra. I mean, I know there's some people that make noises to the point where when they feel stuff, they just make noises. But I just think at some point there has to be, when you have kids,
balance.
You have to be not to be so loud.
Right.
When you have neighbors, you have to know not to be so loud, because
right.
You know, they turn your sex night into a whole movie theater. They just be like popcorn listening to y'all go at it. And then you wind up seeing a story on Facebook about you, and that was your apartment. It was, like, nah, man. You just got to learn how to win and win not. Like, if you're in a hotel room, go for it. Fuck
Right.
it. You don't know whoever's in the hotel room. You're only there for the night or 2 nights or whatever.
Right.
Man, have your fun. Do whatever makes you happy. But
Mhm.
when you're in your personal home, I just think there's some type of you have to have a balance where it's not too loud to where.
But what if you don't have any kids? I
Well,
mean, you do, but
I'm if you have kids, then you just have to put your finger in their mouth or shut up or something. I don't know, fellas. You know what to do.
put a pillow over her head.
No,
just pray
you
you
might
don't suffocate
you might
her.
suffocate her. Don't do that because that's some funny shit. 'Cause
It's not funny. That's very dangerous.
it's not funny, but it's funny because I picture the scene and it's like, shut up, like
And she dead.
she dead. Like, damn, I didn't mean to kill her. I was just
Then
trying to
you
get her
gonna
to
be
quiet
on the
down.
episode of Law and Order SVU.
It's crazy. I'm telling you, it's crazy things have happened during sex. So,
That's true.
but sex drives, I think it's depends basically both on the man and the woman.
Yes.
You both have to be equally yoked into each other. You both have to have an attraction. It both has to be there, because even if a man doesn't have a high sex drive, by you instilling the confidence in him that he does a good job, he's gonna want to please you more because you give him that confidence that he does good. So he's always want to please you. If he's not doing it, then you need to have them tough conversations, or you can just go listen to Bad Sex and tell you how to handle that situation.
That's true. That's true. Come learn from us.
Yes, I mean, don't take us literally. It's
all
at
fun.
your own risk.
Yes.
It's real answers to topics, but it's also
have
our
fun.
views.
Yes.
It's not what
We
we
are
think
not
you should actually
experts or
do. Right, we're not sex
professionals in
expert. We're gonna get a
any
sex expert to come in and see.
We are. I'm gonna reach out to her this week.
So yeah, but yeah, that's about it. I think sex drive is it's a lot.
It is, and we will continue this tonight at 8 p.m. on Instagram
That's
on our
right.
live show.
That's right.
So make sure you are there.
Make sure you tune in. Make sure you invite a friend.
Invite a friend to invite a friend to
That's
invite
right.
a friend.
I mean, share it live. If you see it, share it. Send it to somebody. Let them
yes,
come in and
our
join
numbers
us.
are growing on our
Yeah.
lives. So
We appreciate the feedback. We appreciate the activity, the questions while we're doing a live. We actually had a person send us a message saying how I was talking to Jay too as well. He was like, "Yo, y'all so good with going back to questions in the live. Like people are asking y'all questions. Almost like, hold on,
yeah.
let's get to this question and then."
And I figured out how I can see the comments.
Oh, you figured out?
I figured it out. I have to join the live, and then when I request to join, no, I'm sorry, I go to your page, watch the live, and then hit request, and then I can see the comments.
Okay, there you go.
So yeah, that definitely helps.
So we try to make sure we get to everybody. We
Yes.
answer everybody's questions. We put everybody's statement.
and you're good for
concern.
saying hello to everybody
Yeah,
who comes in too.
You gotta greet.
Bravo
You
for
gotta
that.
greet the people because we don't
You
want them to
do.
think we ignoring them. We want to appreciate them giving us the
Yeah.
time to come and join us on the live, even if it's a quick, "Hey, what's going on, sexy BBW, for joining us or whatever."
Sexy BBW. Okay, is that a screen name for real?
I don't know. This just came to mind.
Okay. All right. Well, we will see y'all. Tims_and_stilettos.
That's right.
On Instagram is our handle.
Yes.
We do put it in the bio of the description of the show. So it's there too. You can always DM us if you have a question, if you have a topic that you want us to talk about. You can email us at timsandstilettos, #1 at gmail.com. Armar's handle is HumbleKing79 on Instagram.
I mess it up all the time.
Mine is Davina J Artistry. So you can follow us, follow the podcast page, and join in the fun. There's more things coming. We still have the contest that we have to
That's
do.
right.
We still have to talk about doing a live show once this panorama is over.
Panorama.
The panorama.
The panorama.
Yes.
Okay.
So, with restaurants opening back up, maybe we can, if there's a restaurant that we can go to for people here in New York City, we could do a quick meet and greet. It's
That would be
different
dope.
Yeah.
That would
it's
be
different things we can do. So
Just make sure y'all take your COVID test so y'all be negative.
Word.
Because
Because I'm not trying to get it.
just make sure y'all safe. Just be safe
Please.
because with Valentine's Day tomorrow, everybody's gonna want to go out.
Yes,
because you
happy
get in the house.
Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. Everybody's. I'm sorry, Valentine's Day passed. It was on Sunday.
Oh, yes, it was yesterday.
Sorry.
So happy belated Valentine's
Right.
Day.
So with that being said, we appreciate y'all joining us like
Thank you,
always.
thank you, thank you.
Don't forget Monday, 8 p.m.
Yes.
tonight. Instagram Live. Come with your questions and ready.
Be ready, because we going to be live. Because I ain't got to go to work Tuesday, so I can be hype, hype, hype. I do have to go to work. I work from home on Tuesday, so I can be hype, 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 hype,
So
hype.
what? So what?
But yes, thank you guys so much for watching. Nope, this is not Instagram just yet. This is the audio.
That's right.
So thank you so much for listening. As always, I am your favorite girl, Davina.
And I am Silky Smooth Big Daddy Armar.
He thinks he is on somebody's radio
Hey,
station
listen,
at the Love Hour.
This studio mic is awesome.
It's amazing. I love
got
it.
me feeling like Barry White. in here.
Get on my nerves. Anyways, thank y'all so much for listening, and we will see you tonight, and we will talk to you later. Bye.